Hi everyone. This class is a very simple hip opening class, so you won't spend a lot of time in centering or shavasana. It's a very short, just movement, trying to create more spaciousness in our hips if they have been feeling tight, if you're struggling to sit cross legged. And that's it. Let's get started. So we will get started with feet in front, hands behind. If this position does not feel so good for your arms or hands or shoulders, you can do this on your backs too. I will face in front and we just simply start with some windshield wipers, dropping the knees right and left. Because we won't do any specific sitting or centering. Notice your breath here, notice your mind, sensations of the body, and breathing. Just staying with the breath as we take these windshield wipers. And next time the knees start to the left, pause and sit up in a 90-90 or somewhat 90-90. And we'll take some circles with our sacrum. So very minimal movement everywhere else. Make circles with your pelvic floor onto the ground. And then the other way. And then pause. We'll flex the toes, exhale, turn towards right, left hand somewhere along the right leg, right hand behind, exhale, empty out, round the spine. Inhale, point the toes and turn towards left, long spine here. We'll do this 2 more times. Exhale, round, flex, right. Inhale, point, lengthen and left. 1 more time. Exhale, round, flex on the right side. Inhale, point, lengthen on the left side. And then come through the center, a few more windshield wipers. Notice if one side feels different from the other here. And then next time knees are on the right, we'll pause and we'll come upright. And we'll take some circles with our pelvic floor, with our sacrum onto the ground. Other way. If this feels weird, that's okay. It's meant to feel weird. We're not in a very symmetrical position, but it's still quite helpful. And then pause. We'll do the same movement here. Exhale, flex your toes, turn towards left this time. Exhale, empty out. Inhale, point, lengthen the spine and turn towards right. 2 more times. Exhale, flex, round, left. Inhale, point, lengthen and right. Last one. Exhale, flex, round, left. Inhale, point, lengthen and right. And then come back to the center, lift your knees up this time. Place that left ankle on top of the right knee. And now some windshield wipers. So this especially gets into that left hip a little bit more with this figure 4 position. Keep this left knee away from the body. especially as we go right. As the right knee reaches the ground, send that left knee away. Couple of more times. Easy breaths. And next time you're at the center pause, you can either stay here or we'll take 3 breaths and 3 times we'll lift our hips up. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Stay for an extra breaths maybe. And then exhale, release. Release the left foot down, place that right ankle on top of the left, and same, windshield wipers in this figure 4 position. Going right and left. Easy breaths. Keeping the right knee away from the body as we do this. Pausing in one side if that feels good for you. Taking some extra breaths wherever it feels good. And then next time you are in center, pause. Option to stay here or 3 breaths to lift up. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, release. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, release. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, release. Release that right foot down and a couple of more windshield wipers here. And the next time we are to the center, pause. Relax your left leg, bend the left knee, left foot in front. We'll do some cradling of the right hip. So you can hold that right foot in the left hand and support that right shin with the right hand. This is one place to be. And then cradle. Go back and forth, creating space in that right hip. Another place to be could be kind of tucking our right shin in our elbows joints with both arms and then cradle. Keep that right foot flexed here. And then final option to be is we'll cradle or kind of tuck that left elbow into the right foot and then hold the left hand with the right hand and then cradle. So kind of the foot is supported by the left upper arm. And then we cradle. Whichever expression feels good, you can try all 3, see if one helps you find more space. The expression of hold doesn't matter. The idea is to kind of go back and forth, find some mobility in this right hip. And then release it down. We'll do the same with the left. Whichever option feels good to you, all 3 we can try and cradle. Option to tuck the elbows into the whole calf, shin and then cradle. And an option to tuck the left foot into the right elbow and then cradle. Whichever one feels good, try all 3. Easy breaths. And then release in butterfly legs. So what we'll do in butterfly legs is do some kind of flapping of the wings. So your feet can be as far away from the body, as close to the body as it feels good to flap them. The sensations are most commonly in the inner thighs or outer hips. If you're not feeling those sensations, try to kind of use the help of your hands to come a little bit off the ground, and that helps find some sensations in these butterfly legs. Sometimes blocks here under the hands are also helpful. Lift your sit bones off the ground. Feet are together in prayer position, and then we flap the wings of our thighs. Your sit bones can be barely touching the ground, but not leaning into, not super grounded. That helps tilt the pelvic floor and find more spaciousness in the hips. Couple of more breaths here. And then pause. Now we have done quite a bit of opening already. Take the windshield wiper stance again. What we'll do is we'll try pigeon pose. So turn your knees to the left, come a little bit up with your hands. What we'll do is take pigeon on the left side, so you are facing your left knee or left shin depending on how the pose feels for you. Place your hands by the left knee or left shin and just send that right leg back as it would feel good. If you can move your hips around to kind of have that right hip face forward, do that. Your left shin does not have to be parallel to the ground. Your left heel can be as in as kind of making contact with that right front hip. Take a couple of breaths here in this upright pigeon. You can walk the hands a little bit in, find some length in the spine. Keep that left foot flexed. And then maybe fold in your sleeping pigeon for some breaths. Easy breaths here. Breathing into that left outer hip. And then slowly start to come back up. Bring that right knee back in that deer position stance, and then come up. And then we'll do this on the other side. So windshield wiper stance, and then drop the knees to the right. Come up on your sit bones. You turn towards your right knee or right shin. Place your hands by the right leg, and then send that left foot back. And then see if you can have your left front hip facing towards the ground. Most likely, given the work we have been doing, your right heel will be pressing into that left front hip, and that's really good. We're not trying for the parallel shin here. If that's accessible to you, go for it, but we're not trying that. Take some breaths in that upright pigeon. Maybe walk the hands a little bit in, and then fold forward for some breaths. Easy breaths here. And then slowly starting to come up. Place that right hip onto the ground and turn sideways into Janushirshasana. So we are still taking a kind of a wide Janushirshasana. The right knee is still bent. Left leg is extended. A little bit wider than 90 if that feels good, but you can keep it 90 if that feels better. Wherever it feels good, anywhere in between. And we'll just fold forward. Not going too deep. You can Pointer, flex your left foot here. Just some breaths. Reaching forward. Easy breaths. And then come back. Bring the left knee in. Extend the right leg out. As wide as it feels comfortable. And then we'll just take some breaths, leaning forward. Easy breaths. And then slowly come back. Bring that right foot in. So hopefully you are in a seat now. We'll do a little bit more movement. Hopefully you're in a cross-legged seat now. And we'll do a little bit more hip mobility and then we'll close. So just like we took those circles with our pelvic floor in deer position, we'll now, given we have opened the hip quite a bit, we'll do in the seated position, in a regular cross-legged position, and then the other way. And then pause, maybe opposite shin in the front. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we lean forward. Again, not trying to go too far enough forward, just a little bit forward. That helps with the hip opening. And slowly walking the hands to the right. Especially ground that left sit bone here. Folding as far as it feels okay. Trying not to round the spine too much, keeping the neck neutral. And then come through the center, take your hands to the left. Easy breaths here. And come through the center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Include the gaze. Exhale, back to the center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, center. Pause. Hopefully the hips are feeling a little bit more open. Hopefully you can sit cross-legged. Ground those sit bones. Inhale, a little bit length in the spine. Exhale, without losing the length, slide bow of the head. In gratitude for ourselves for making time for the practice. Our bodies and minds for all that they do for us. For everything in our life that made it possible to do this short practice together. And maybe one more thing you're grateful for today. Slowly opening our eyes, maybe resting the gaze on the ground in front for a moment or so. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.